Since nobody told us, I'm going to tell you. What they don't teach us is how we have to deal with the 3 Ds: disappointment, discovery, and deadlines. Sometimes when you're going through this whole adulthood thing, you get disappointed. Disappointed in yourself, in others, and just the whole thing of what you thought life was going to be, but what it really is. Deadlines, because at the end of the day, you're a student. You came here for a degree and you're going to get it by any means. And even though I go to an HBCU and that experience is something like no other, this experience is even more unique than that because everyone gets to experience it. It doesn't matter if you're in trade school, community college, at a PWI or an HBCU, you're going to understand the hidden curriculum and it won't be so hidden to you anymore. Something that always sticks with me is a quote by Lauren Hill. She says simply, do not be mediocre in your greatness. And that really rings in my head at the times where I really don't want to perform. The times when my body's too tired or my heart is too heavy or my mind is just going everywhere at once, child. It keeps me grounded and makes me remember that at the times where I don't want to show up is the times where I need to the most. Because at this time of life, we have to figure out if we're going to soar or sink. We don't have time to wait. We don't have time to waste. It's time to show up. And unfortunately, we don't have the convenience of scheduling when to show up. We just do. We have to present ourselves the best way as possible, set the boundaries most needed, and making sure that we're having the circles around us that's going to elevate us and not bring us down. This next part would be where I would bring in a guest. This guest will come from either a PWI, community college, HBCU, or trade school, talking about the different things that they've learned through college, but also through adulthood in managing school. My goal for this podcast is to make sure that we bring different eyes, different perspectives, but everybody still has the same story that's in alignment. Knowing that I went through some things, but I'm conquering it and I got my degree. And after I got my degree, I'm still learning, still growing, and still figuring this out. Number 4, don't be a public success and a private failure. And don't let fear stop you from starting. See, oftentimes you might be that person that helps anybody in need. You're the reliable one. You're the one that's always coming through, showing up, putting in extra hours when you don't have to, and answering every call. Making sure that everyone around you know that you're the go-to. You're the person that's going to come through. But make sure that you come through for yourself. You see, things like relocation, starting over, leaving a relationship, a friendship, or even changing our major scares us because the reality is we don't know what we don't know. And not knowing anything can be scary because when you don't know, you're not in control and you have to answer to something that's higher than yourself. And that is what's scary. Because if I go out here and I apply for a job into a position that I'm not really the best of or the best knowledgeable about, I can get scared. Scared that my livelihood might get taken away, scared that I might never succeed. But in reality, I have to follow my passions. I might have a crazy passion that nobody thinks is reality or it can be attainable, or I might have these dreams that nobody even thought about in my family. But the reality of it is, I have to chase them because if not, then I'll be faced with the shackles of regret and looking back on my life 20 years from now saying, what if? Or I should have. So don't let fear stop you from starting because you deserve to give yourself a chance. I'm Deanna Moncrief, and here's to cultivating the curriculum. One day, one play at a time.